Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another HARMONYONE price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the HARMONYONE chart, which at the time of this recording has continued to obey the Elliot structures. And before I give you my next price targets here on the HARMONYONE chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also consider checking out the channel membership. And allow me to continue with the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, and also give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that HARMONYONE, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.39 mark in what I'm terming as the formation of that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing low prices in this ABC corrective structure, which has now given us a low at around the $0.009 mark in what I'm terming as the formation of that second wave to the lower side. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever we expect next on the long-term scenarios is a bounce to the upside in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 3. And here on the daily chart, I have a target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.61746 mark. And that is the minimum that I'm expecting HARMONYONE to do on the long-term scenarios before we can expect a wave 4 and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And in the formation of that wave 3, we also expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation, having the wave 5 fully maximizing the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3. And I believe we are seeing such a structure on the lower time frames. And jumping to the 1 hour chart to give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, and also my next price targets for HARMONYONE. Here on the 1 hour chart, you can see that down here, this is where we made our lower low at around the $0.009 mark before we started this bounce to the upside. And by first giving you a measure from this lower low that we made down here to the high that we made at around the $0.02954 mark, you can see that the market is up by 12.69%, which is a very nice bounce to the upside in a move that has also been obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that I'm terming this as the first wave to the upside before we are retesting the formation of this wave 2. And I believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 before we can retest in the formation of that wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to complete an even larger Elliot wave count 5 to the upside once we see the formation of that wave 5 to the upside. And there are two possible scenarios that could be playing out here on the HARMONYONE chart. And by starting with the very first one, is that whatever we are seeing over here could still be the formation of that wave 3, no matter the bearish movements that we are seeing at the moment here on the HARMONYONE chart, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.03188 mark. And that is the minimum that I'm expecting this wave 3 to the upside to do. And for this move to play out, we need to get back above the 20-day MA here on the 4 hour chart, on the 1 hour chart, which at the time of this recording we have lost. And a break above the 20-day MA here on the 1 hour chart could trigger an impulsive move to the upside to give us a break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.03087 mark. And once that happens, I'll be expecting to see a retest of that key area of resistance. And once the retest is in and a success, then we can continue pushing even higher, fully maximize our target area at the fib level 1.618 in the formation of that wave 3. And because that is just a minimum target area, we can manage to break above the fib level 1.618 and maybe continue pushing even higher. And once the high is in, then we can term the high as the high for that wave 3 to the upside before we can sketch out a minimum retracement area in the formation of this wave 4, and then expect one more bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 5. So that is the first case scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the HARMONYONE chart. And the other case scenario that can play out is in case we continue holding below the 20-day MA, both on the 1 hour chart and also on the 4 hour chart. And in case such a move plays out, then I'll be continuing to expect lower prices, maybe to get us back to the next key area of support at around the $0.02166 mark. And in case such a move plays out, then I'll be terming the high that we made at around the $0.0 $0.2968 mark as the high for that wave 3, and whatever we'll be seeing over here in that retracement could be a possible move to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4, and sketching out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4, assuming that that is the case scenario that will play out here on the Harmony 1 chart by connecting the fibs from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3. That gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts, which lies between the $0.02258 mark and the $0.02089 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect that wave 4 to the lower side to do. And once that plays out, then we can expect another impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of that wave 5. So those are the two possible scenarios that can play out, and once we see the formation of these wave 5, then I believe Harmony 1 will have completed a 5-wave structure to the upside in a move that we can term as a larger Elliot wave count 1, before we can expect a bit of a corrective structure here on the charts in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 2, and also expect that ABC corrective structure, and also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. We are trading at around the 38 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices and also lower movements here on the Harmony 1 chart. Also taking a look at the MACD. Here on the MACD, we have been able to print a bearish cross, fully supporting lower movements in what could be the formation of that wave 4. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. And also taking a look at the volume indicator, we are seeing a bit of an increase in the selling volume here on the volume indicator, and we need to be prepared for a worst case scenario where we can expect a bit of a pullback in the formation of these wave 4 before we can start another bounce to the upside in the formation of these wave 5 to fully maximize a larger Elliot wave count 1. And that is what I'm expecting on the short term scenarios and also on the long term scenarios, and I'll be keeping you updated.